Mic check, mic check. He dropped the video in the mic can't even go with my mic. Goddamn mic, I already tripping. Take the bitch out and put it back. Hey, check it out, ladies. Hey, mic check, mic check. I'm back. What we doing with it? I'm back. I'm good. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Mic check, mic check. What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me? We good? What we doing with it? Can y'all hear me? Mic check. AJ said low. Somebody say we good. Deborah say she in Charlotte, North Carolina. Deborah, I'm trying to get to North Carolina. North Carolina is on my to-do list for 2025. I have bloodline ties to North Carolina. I'm going back right now. South Carolina. Well, I gotta give it up to North Carolina. They doing their thing too, but South Carolina, 803, Florence, that area right there. Lord have mercy. But I don't even think the world was ready. It's something about the nighttime, baby. Man, hold on. Oh, said it good in the morning, any good in the evening too. Say, everybody out there with the cowgirl hats on, the cowboy boots. Man, what a time to be alive. It's too many. It's too many. And see, they got the little YT girl out there charging $6,000. And that one thing about you country boys, one of you niggas gonna bring Becky, and Becky got raisins in the tater salad. Becky want to help out. You got her all in the kitchen, and you know we don't let no damn animals in the kitchen. Well, maybe these new niggas. Goddamn dog got total freedom in the house. Yeah, I'm saying that. But we do got it. Hey man, it's a different day. It is a different day, bro. This is not the same world. Yeah, just because you was born in this world don't mean you still live in the world you was born in. If you feel what I'm saying, goddamn dog got total freedom around the house now. That's some new shit. Never in my lifetime, boy. If I could bring Granny back from the grave, boy, shit, boy, I don't know what she'll do with these niggas. Granny probably said, you know what, shit about to change. I'm checking the fuck out. Yeah, this shit about to swap, and how they doing it now, I can't fuck with it. Yeah, nigga, I had my times. I'm come in the house, the dog on the couch. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. Nah, but everybody, these songs, this music, it's like the entertainers get popped at Diddy parties doing Diddy-ish, Hebrewish activity. They got caught out here misbehaving in the eyes of God. Yeah. And then we find out that our favorite singer ain't write the song that's our favorite song. That shit crushed me. I don't even know if it really I should have let it affect me like that. But boy, it came out. Boy, that's like China telling us that they been getting the Louis bags from them. You want to trade war, nigga? We got TikTok. Cut the middleman. I come see the plug. What that nigga say? Plugged in like the refrigerator. You ain't even know. Nigga, I got them same Louis V's and Balenciagas on the low, and you ain't even know. Yeah, Rocco needs to drop that hoe again, nigga. Bags came from China, them hoes, but the stamp say Italy, you ain't even know. Yeah, that's called finessing. That is called finessing. Nigga say, who the artist? Yeah, shit. Candace Owens going off on Justin Bieber right now. Yeah, Candace Owens. Yeah, she over there say Beaver on some Beavers and Butthead type of shit. If you get what if you picking up what I'm putting down, Beavers on some Butthead type of shit. Little diddlers. Yeah, baby diddlers. Oh, nah. But I think it's refreshing, man. You know, last year Beyonce came out with the song "This Ain't Texas," and it had it turned up a lot of people, you know. But this is original, this organic. Then Elon came and told us how much money Jay-Z put up so we can hear the damn song. Now, nigga, I'm from Texas, so goddamn it, I'm riding with that motherfucker. I liked it. That bitch did something to your bone. Nah, hell nah. Just a little bit though. Not all the way. Not like now. It not like now. Right now, this organic. Y'all heard that? How that bitch go, nigga? Horses in the stable. I like the way you ride. Horses in the stable. Say, man, trail ride. Nah, this that real shit. Everybody, nigga, got trail ride every day in South Carolina. They just win it out. Somebody said, boy, they in the country, population 2,500. It ain't shit else to do, nigga. Shit, we gonna goddamn come down here to the hole in the wall, or a nigga gonna sit on the porch, or go sit by the goddamn riverbank. Nigga, it ain't but three things to do down here, nigga. Ain't no high school football going on this goddamn Friday, nigga. So yeah, let them dance. Man, let them people go dance. Turner say get the lights up. What we doing on the lights? But the energy, everybody stumping on the ground, man. Y'all ain't doing nothing but waking up the ancestors. All they goddamn stumping. Y'all ain't doing nothing but waking the ancestors up. And you know, people tapping in, bro. these goddamn Mexicans getting all this money, boy. The Mexicans, because the Mexicans, they kept the, it's called Southwest culture. And that's our culture. We the cowboys. You feel me? Man, go back to 1901. Them motherfuckers was sitting there with blankets on. What you call them things? You just put the head in? Damn near gone, a poncho or some shit, nigga. Naked under a poncho, nigga. With a string and the leaf on, nigga. Nah, hell no. So, nigga, that was just 1900. Hell nigga. But yeah, they kept the culture going. And so, yeah, that nigga said Snuggies. But yeah, for real though. So the Mexicans make a lot of money off them boots, them hats. I want to get in the game. More, let me hold 100,000, nigga. Goddamn, so I can go get in the game, because I'm watching these Mexicans get all the money. Shit, if our people want to come back and they want to get back in them boots, we need that real leather, real gator, real anaconda. I'm looking for one of these Pan-African brothers, because I heard that China is getting the material from Africa, making the bag in China, stamping and labeling the bag in Italy, and shipping it over here to America, goddammit. So I'm looking for an African plug who can get me real snake skin, nigga, and real alligator. Yeah, I want to be a Pan-African, nigga. Y'all said it was about economics. Nigga, I want to be a Pan-African. I was a Moor about a week ago. Now I'm fighting the Moors. And I want to be a Pan-African, because I heard they the ones selling the Chinese the reptile, nigga, that go in the Birkin bag. They cost $30,000 that your ball playing boyfriend, the dope boy boyfriend, gonna go buy you. So yeah, I want to be the nigga to sell it. Why I can't sell it? I'm thinking about this cartel shit got me, y'all, because I think the cartel got a plug on the boots. Them niggas got $100 boots, real snake skin on them. And I'm saying, everybody else, $500, go to the white folks shop, they sell them to $1,000 in there. And, nigga, this ain't fair. We created the goddamn boots. I don't want a black, somebody get a black boot made. If I don't, that nigga gonna be the high nigga on the market. Nigga, I'm trying to fuck with these Chinese niggas on TikTok. I'm just scared to follow their account, because I think they gonna hack my shit. I don't know if they real or fake. Help me out. Somebody help me out. In real life, somebody help me out, man. God damn. He said the Mexican boots 3D printed. Yeah, because them niggas, they gotta be. Who the hell sewing that goddamn fast, nigga? And where y'all finding all these alligators? Yeah, nigga, I'm trying to where, nigga, we out getting all these goddamn alligators, nigga. How you got warehouses full of motherfucking gator boots, nigga? These niggas put the 3D print on our motherfucking ass, nigga. Say, Martin, your rich ass need to loan me 100,000, nigga, so I can go invest. I want to get in the game. Shit. These niggas been finessing us. I'm mad, boy. I can show you my receipt now. I just bought some shoes from Louis Vuitton. Sons of a bitches. And then the next day, breaking news. The nigga come out, Chinese nigga say, hey, you know where I'm standing at? Right in front of where we make the Louis Vuitton. So I say, I ain't just about a bitch. I'm scared to follow the nigga account, though, because I think he might hack me. That's the only thing. Do y'all know any trusted vendors out there? Goddamn, nigga, because I need a plug. Cam say, DA's gay, nigga. I don't even know what the hell that is, nigga. I'm scared, man. Listen. Yeah, nigga, I woke up one morning, nigga, and I had a message from my little cousin. I usually don't even let my family follow me on social media. I had a message, nigga, talking about send $2,500 to this account. to a cash out. Yeah, send 2,500 to the cash out. So I hurry up and call him. I don't know if he got a play and he finna flip it and just send it back. He said, nah, nigga, hack my shit. I said, oh, man, nigga, I damn near. Yeah, he said, nigga done hack my shit, man. I said, I don't know. Y'all nigga be clicking on them little freak links. Yeah, white bitch coming there talking about, hey, want to have some fun? And you nigga really clicking the link. Ah, nigga, got your motherfucking ass. Yeah, nah, fuck that shit. Money Gang said he just spent 1,700. Nigga, we go to Thailand, nigga, we could have bought a plane ticket, nigga. Yeah, we need to invest that Money Gang, in a plane ticket to go over there and see what's up. Yeah, we trying to go get the plug and come back with it, man. Shout out to my partner Jay Norman. Back in the Gap. She was like, hey, fly with me to China. I'm like, for what? You know, I'm down to go anywhere anyway. I ain't fuck yet. No, don't judge me. Y'all know how we is when we ain't got the pussy yet. We damn to do anything. Nigga get the dough, nigga hold the dough for you to get in and everything. And yeah, nigga fuck, nigga, you be like, God damn, you can't get the dough. Nigga, oh my bad, bitch, I forgot you was back there. Yeah, you know how we get after we get the pussy. The slam the whole thing in the door. Oh damn, I forgot, my bad, baby. I forgot you back there. Yeah. So at this time I hadn't got the pussy and I'm on the list, you know. I'm looking at the calendar. I didn't put in enough time. I feel like, you know, I deserve a shot. So this might be my shot. So we going to China, right? So I'm like, damn, what we going to China for? And she was like, she wanted to go get her a cellar and all this here. Long story short, I didn't go with her, but she came back and started making bread off of visors. Y'all know the little visors that go on football helmets and different helmets and all of that. And y'all see how these niggas wearing the new look. Yeah, bro, she went out there and invested in this shit and came up. But I should have went out there. I could have got the pussy and probably nigga co-owner, nigga, yeah, or shares, nigga, in the company or something. Yeah, nigga. Sometimes a nigga be out here tripping. And I went and laid up with a hoe that work at Family Dollar. I'm mad. Yeah, sometimes, see, when the Lord want to bless you, see, God got to start telling me what is my blessing. This nigga playing game. This nigga want me to figure this shit out. Like I just supposed to know. Nigga, you got to start telling me, fam. God damn, nigga. Nigga tired of doing his life and coming back here doing this shit over again. Nigga, let me know when you blessing me, nigga. I'm laid up with a bitch that work at Family Dollar and they cutting this bitch hours. Come on, man. God damn. I just cut the bitch hours so we laid out. I just got This bitch in winter time that came back. Now she with some nigga. I don't know. I think he then proposed to the bitch and all. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Shit burning me up right now. So, y'all niggas do that. Say, man, hit my like button, bro. We finna get into the bill, man. They got it on it. Let's go get into the bill. Y'all do it out for real. Say, game. So it's up right now with the voodoo, right? I mean, with New Orleans and the Zulu.
Deal with our differences on our end and then go back and talk to them. Because if I'm talking about for the Black Americans who was taking the side of these people because they don't want to be quote unquote accosted by some internet South Africans. If we just all learn the culture and learn the history behind it ourselves, then we can make our own decision. But even still, at the end of the day, we have to show solidarity amongst ourselves, because if you don't understand this, those people from South Africa just wanted a reason to go at FBA. That's all this is about. They just needed a reason. All the things they were saying, these people were saying stuff like, oh.
Hey, nah, Urban, no. Hey, Urban, this was a time, bro. That shit wasn't even cool. I don't know what gave her that vision. Like, oh man, that bitch, man, that was a good decision to make. I ain't see the vision. See, sometimes, yeah, that's why you can't bring everybody in your blessing, but God gotta tell me when he blessing me. Goddamn, nigga, you know I be fucking up. Nigga, you supposed to be my daddy, nigga. That's what they told nigga. You know how you, nigga, you know your son, nigga. You know I'm gonna get the fucking up. I'm like, what we going out there to get? She like vases. I'm like, man, ain't nobody finna buy this shit. Yeah, I said, man, ain't nobody better buy this. Man, I called this little play and little you know, you just go through that and I laid over that hoe. And yeah. I ended up dropping $250 on the light bill. Bitch, talking about they done cut her hours. It's Mexican name Maria. They giving her the hours. She think the supervisor favoring the bitch or something. She ain't bilingual. So I don't know what happened, but the bitch came back, bought a new house, Porsche truck. I mean, living good over there.
That's why they're uneducated. That's why the police be unaliving them. That's why I hate those niggas. That's what they were doing. And they just needed a reason. Okay? Because you're not going to tell me, right, that you're offended by New Orleans Zulu, hold on, in South Africa, when they have something very similar. And then this is another thing I want to say about cultural appropriation. Don't tell us we're appropriating culture when all of y'all appropriate all FBA culture. Every single culture across this world, including in South Africa, they perpetuate and use our culture. Y'all over there doing jazz, hip hop, and everything else.
Gang
but this is why you know it's fake outrage, because I said Topcatz is here. Thank God. Topcatz here. Because, ma'am, I'm about to lose my mind. Don't do that. Hey, what's going on?
What's up? Turn up with it.
What's up, y'all? I want to introduce you to the people who don't know you. I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat know you. This is the Legendarytopcatz, Big Chief Topcatz, BCU University. He's over on YouTube, Instagram, Big Chief University, Legendary Big Chief Topcatz, right?
Right.
Right.
Legendarytopcat_22 on Instagram, BCU Chief Topcat on TikTok, Legendary on YouTube.
Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all pull up if y'all want the knowledge, y'all want the full like research history of things. I'm always over there. I'm a member on your channel. I love going over there. I hadn't caught you live until that last live, so I was so happy to finally catch you. But I spoke to Topcatz about this situation because obviously he's big engine, just like me. And he saw the situation. You got family from New Orleans and Louisiana area.
Right.
So yeah, he saw that and he said he wanted to come on here and discuss the history and the culture. He got a slideshow or a lecture that you wanted to provide with us. And I'm here and eager to learn as well. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself and go straight into whatever it is you want to go into. But to y'all in the chat, make sure y'all follow Legendary Big Chief Topcatz on YouTube, on TikTok, and Instagram, okay? All right, go ahead, take the floor.
Yeah, peace, man. I'm Legendary Big Chief Topcatz, American Indian history historian, author, and lecturer, debater, you know, all around Indian, you know. But when I first seen it, I came right to Boo channel, and it's been a while. But when I seen that, you was the first person I thought about. And I came over here that morning, and I'm like, you see Zulu? Okay. And you was talking about it that day too. So I'm like, you know what? I've been supposed to do something on the Mardi Gras because even our people down there, you know, they have been fed the story, you know, through history that we ran away and joined and got aid from Native Americans, and still to this day, nobody provided a tribe, a name of a tribe, a name of a chief, or anybody who was supposed to be helping us. At that same time, I think Louisiana history is distorted, but at the a lot of people don't know you have Mardi Gras, you have Super Sunday, you have St. Joseph, You know, these are different things, and they say that
the
slave was mad that they didn't get a chance to be a part of the Mardi Gras, so they started their own. You know, and there's things like this here. You know, in New Orleans, they beat their own costumes or beat their own suits, feathers, you know, beads, and I mean, it's culture. You know, you get passed down generation to generation. And I'll say this for the South: if it wasn't for New Orleans continuing their culture, I think we'll be a lot further away from us. You know, being able to see it. You know, going out there personally and being in the mix to see it. You know, you'll get a better understanding. But even some of the Indians, sometimes they put the African, you know, into their stories because they create they suits with stories. So some of them put the African in there, some of them add these invisible Native Americans who were supposed to help us. A lot of what's not told is that Indian slavery in Louisiana was big, but the people who was enslaved was us. You don't get an African slave story in Louisiana until the 1800s. And so I think that's very important. We don't have all day to go through the whole Louisiana. Maybe I'll come back one day and do that. But we got about like 75 shots, and I ain't want to be too long, but I did want to be strong to get to the point because they talking about we stealing. Boo! We American. We ain't got to steal nothing from nobody.
Nobody, thanks.
When you talking about inventions, you know them on their phone that they own, that they pressing them buttons on typing was invented by Americans. That icebox, if they had one, you know, the streets, the stop signs, the stoplights, everything that constitutes what having a civilization is comes from here. The cars that they drive in, the foundations of how they build their homes and things like this. And they want to come talk to us about culture when they actually went through mission schools to learn who they were. If you look at their attire, before we get into this, if you look at their attire, when you look around the world, you see a lot of people, they wear these clothes with patterns on it. So if you look at a dashiki is colorful, but when you look at people who they call tribes, all of them dress alike. And they all have headbands. You know, even this hat, I take this hat off. If you see the patterns on the hat, that's on Native Americans. You'll see that in African, what they call their coat, their clothing culture, not understanding that that's Southwest culture. That's our culture. That's why cowboys, zydecoers, you see it on their instruments and all of that. The shirts that granddad and them used to wear with all them damn patterns. Yeah. That even in their stores, they don't get clothes. They said get the lights up, family. Clothes cotton into this until they meet us or the European, because the cotton is coming from America.
Here. Yep.
You feel me? So when they go to these schools, we'll take Native Americans in boarding schools. They attire, they what they call culture, basket weaving and things of this nature. That's why none of it is prominent. We can't tell you a famous Native American dish. We can't tell you any of these things. Their culture is not seen or felt or presented to the world in any type of fashion because they had nothing to do with it. So I say that to say even the what the Zulu wear, they wear patterns as well. Very colorful patterns. This is not something that they've been doing. You feel me? So it's all new. And another, for our close, this point of them talking about, oh, y'all been practicing 100 years old. I just heard one of the ladies that was saying it on the video you playing. Oh, y'all only been doing it for 100 years. Y'all need to chill. Well, y'all need to chill. Y'all only been doing it 100 years because y'all got it from us. But we finna go through that though.
That's what's up. Y'all get the likes up. You got a Cash App or something you want to drop, Chief?
That's why if you go together,
you good.
Whoa. Y'all know y'all done fucked up now. My bad. I don't mean to curse, but
No, you can curse.
yeah, nah, say man, I'm offended. Yeah, and we don't take that lightly. So we're gonna get an understanding around here, you know. So how America influenced South Africa, Kapusa Kaloops Carnival, however they said. One thing that is not known is that now Louisiana, maybe it'll probably go down as probably the racist state in America, especially with their laws against people that look like us. And it's a reason for that. What a lot of people don't know, even when the Europeans came, the American Indians looked like us, the Europeans, the French, New Orleans was a port city. So it was a lot of different people coming in. You had connections to Florida, Cuba, Galveston Island. That's why if you go to Galveston Island, they have a French quarters. If I would have had more time, I would have played the video of us in the French quarters. I would have showed me in the French quarters in Louisiana, me in the French quarters in Charleston, South Carolina. These are what you call port cities. So you can see where the French or this empire was connected to. You also had places like Haiti. You know, if you got a lot of those names in Louisiana, you know what I mean? Chicago, all the way up to Canada. But in this sense, in Louisiana, a lot of people don't know. They talk about slavery a lot. Well, the slave owners looked like us. So right here in this piece from Henry Louis Gates, we not even, for him to say it says a lot. So I wanted to get him up there. Did black people own slaves? Louisiana, as we have seen, was its own bizarre world of color, class, caste, and slavery. By 1830, several black people there owned a large number of slaves. Okay, and it even go through the parishes and the places where these people own. So Louisiana slave masters also, when we go through the slave schedule on the census from 1810 all the way up into 1860, you see bees by the name of the slave owners. We don't know nothing about what they're talking about with this YT slavery, but we'll tell why this is important to the story. So we'll get down from 1803. 1803 is the Louisiana Purchase. When they said the United States paid a couple $1 million, I think it was like 15 or something, for all of the basically Louisiana territory, which expanded large part of what is the U.S. today. Well, after 1803, United States, Louisiana, 1803, the status of free men of color changed significantly. Free men of color, so it's not even a slavery story. Louisiana Constitution 1812 restricted the right to vote to white men who own property. Now, when we talk about white at this time, we're not speaking of it in the sense of skin color. It is status. You're a landowner. You permanent figure. You have a right to vote. You have rights. You will be considered or classified as a YT man in this time. But the free men of color owned property and served in the militia. A week after the Civil War, and they defended their homes during the War 1812 in the Battle of New Orleans, where they fought off them. Somebody that was very key, important in that, who was actually fighting against the U.S. first, a guy named Jean Lafitte. He had a blacksmith shop down in New Orleans. So I have a video of me at his spot in Galveston as well. See if I would have enough time, we got that in there too. But Jean Lafitte, he would join the U.S. and bring in the Baratarians. He'll bring in his friends. He was cool with the slave owners. He was cool with the people that was listed as slaves, who would be American Indians. Basically, you know, the town that's named after him, Lafitte, is, if you look it up, it was a American Indian town. Anyway, so we get down to the Civil War. When the Civil War broke out, New Orleans free men of color offered to form a military. Okay, and in the newspaper, they declared them they were prepared to defend their homes. So when a lot of people see the Confederate, they frown upon it or feel like it's racist or it belongs to the YT men. No, we were the Confederates. We were the landowners. Why did people that look like us fight on side of or for the Confederate? Because we were protecting our home. Period. The land belonged to us. So you're not finna let nobody come take something from you. So this was the situation. So they declared and prepared to defend their homes against the enemy. They will fight the Black Republic in as much determination and gathering as a body of white men in the service of the Confederate States. Now, the regiment is known as the Native Guards. They form their militia. It's going to be a popular picture of them. Now, history claims that these Native Guards were wealthy slave owners who were members of New Orleans upper class. And then they turn around and say, but it's not true. But they know that their story is out there. They know that those men who was protecting their land and their plantation were slave owners of elite classes. When you had Creole and you have these different class systems in New Orleans, you know what I mean? And later on, it'll go by, light skin, I don't want to say them red bone because everybody loves a Louisiana red bone. All right, this is the 4th United States Colored Cavalry Regiment. This New Orleans. Yeah, this Civil War, New Orleans. Now, you had the Battle of New Orleans in 1866, and it occurred July the 30th, when Black freedmen were set up on a mob of white riders. So what was taking place at this time? The 13 colonies, the 13 colonies had disbanded down south. That's where you get 1803. That's where you get the Battle of New Orleans, 1812. Now we down at the Civil War. They're mostly concentrated on areas of what is called Indian Territory, or you have Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, these places. Now, after that, you had now this body, this Union body, who's coming out from the north and the south. They are outnumbered by the locals, which would be us. So if we're voting, it's impossible for me to beat you. So they created institutions like the Triple K. We'll say that, the Klan. In the first stages of the Klan, it was people that looked like us. That some of I would have had enough time to put in there as well. I said it to say because this Democratic and Republic situation. We had always been Republicans. Martin Luther King was a Republican, but 1860, John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy helped him get out of jail. His Irish connection and bloodline connections with them would sway him over to the Democratic Party through what is called the civil rights or the left movement at that time. In the end, he'll say he walked his people. You see this burning building, in the end, he'll say he walked his people into a burning building.
Right.
New Orleans, 1866, they go up. And it's over a situation of these, what they call Black freedmen. Well, 1867, Military Reconstruction Act came down. This, the Reconstruction, it outlined the terms, representation of rebel states, and it was required to write a new constitution, which needed to be approved by majority voters, including African Americans in the state. So the Democratic Party wanted to come in and intimidate them, creating groups like the Red Shirts, the White League, the Klan. And Congress stepped in with the 1867 military. Now they put 5 units in martial, put the South on 5-unit martial law. You must have new elections and new constitutions. All men, including American Indians, could vote. Ex-Confederates could vote, and they guarantee equal rights for all of them, and ratify the 14th Amendment. Now, in 1874, it's gonna go up with a group called the White League. The White League were Confederate veterans. After Reconstruction, they attacked New Orleans, overthrew Louisiana government. Now, pro-Reconstruction politician named Pitt Kellogg, he was named governor of Louisiana, and his support came from the people that look like us. Well, a lieutenant named Caesar Antoine was elected governor, and it's really gonna go up. So it went up so bad that Ulysses Grant, the president, had to come and put down the rebellion. After that, the Southerners attempted to white Southerners attempted to overthrow elected integrated governments and restore white supremacy under the law. Now, this is a monument that is, paid for them. This guy here, Frederick Odin, he was a white supremacist organized in New Orleans. This is very important to the story. Now, he became known. He is the guy that's going to create what's called he's going to be the president of the Crescent City White League. This is very important because these are the people that's going to come and help create what is known as Mardi Gras, the YT Mardi Gras. Well, white leagues and Democrat clubs as their own organs admitted compose the same individuals under different designations. Now, Democrat Party in New Hampshire and Texas made an immediate removal of judges and other state officials that look like us soon as the opportunity was given. So people always say, well, if we ran this and all this is true, then how did they become in power? Well, it's going to help. It's going to be a black hand behind it, but they're going to put the white face. They're going to use the YT man to kick the people that look like us out of the institutions, out of these prominent seats. So a prominent Louisiana journal came out. They with these YT men, this is in Massachusetts, to talk to the colored citizens. They say white people intend to carry the state election this fall. And again, the same paragraph we read, let it be distinctly remembered that you have fair warning that we intend to carry the state of Louisiana in November next, or she will be a military territory. Yeah, they was talking greasy. So this, they submitted their platform. The Crescent City White League believe that it can and will be made the platform of the white race of Louisiana. The Crescent City Democrat Club, the White League. Now, this is who's gonna pop their collar up. You also had a raid. You had the Colfax massacre. You had something called the Coshada. Well, I'm from the real name is Cousada or Corsada, and right, the new name is Coshada, but it goes down in history as the Coshada massacre. And this was attacked by members of the White League, white supremacist organization, and they an office holder of freedmen in Coshada, Red River Parish, Louisiana, where a lot of Indians were at. The White League was organized and restored white supremacy by driving Republicans out of Louisiana, murdering freedmen, like the Red Shirts, the White Line organization. They were described as the military arm of the Democratic Party. So since they are outnumbered in the populations, they need a tool to move us out the way to attain power. But right here, you got Coshada Town, and you have, and right here, this is my second great grandma on the oldest reservation in Texas. Her family come from the Chieftain line. This is her. Now, I can just point at her and point at myself to let you know that these people look like them. They're calling them freedmen because they're saying that these Coshada people would look like us. Well, at the reservation, the oldest reservation, same place you took that picture when you go there, these are the pictures that they have up in the small place in the back. Okay, this chief was in the 20th century, but they don't look like that today. But I'm just showing you that the people did look like us. Now, where is all of this what's going on right now going to come from? A missionary program. A missionary program called the AMA, American Missionary Association. It was an abolitionist group founded on Protestant beliefs. It was focused on the abolition of slavery and African American gaining racial equality, promoting Christian values. They were the most prominent in the United States through the Reconstruction period. Well, today the schools that they created will be known as HBCUs. Have y'all ever heard of HBCU?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, it comes from the AMA. And the AMA, they sponsored Freedmen's Bureau. They colleges like Fisk University, Hampton Institute. Circle those because they're going to be very important in this conversation. Tougaloo, Atlanta University, Dillard University, Talladega, Howard University. Okay, today they're known as HBCUs. Now, in 1866, the AMA, they founded Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to Fisk. And they provided education for freed enslaved blacks. In 71, in order to raise money, they created a music group. And now the United States, the group was given the name the Jubilee Singers. During the tour, they changed their repertoire of hymns, popular tunes of the day, patriotic songs, and spirituals, which they became well known. This is going to be our tie. Hampton, I told you to circle that. Why? Hampton was built for American Indians. When the first Carlisle School will be the first boarding school for Native Americans, they will bring the Native Americans over to Hampton to be educated, and we were the teachers. Right here is one of the founders. Y'all see a beautiful lady, American Indian Heritage. Now, the objective was, the thing to be done was clear, to train selected Negro youth who should go out and teach and lead their people further by example as missionaries. By getting land and home to give them, not a dollar they can earn for themselves, to teach, respect, labor, replace stupid, the skilled hand, and to build industrial system for the sake and support of intelligent labor, but also the sake of character. So it's a missionary school. Well, the Hampton University and the Lovedale Missionary Institution, they were both educational institutions that played significant roles in the education and uplifting of African Americans at Hampton University in Virginia, and also Lovedale Missionary Institution, where in South Africa. I told y'all this is gonna be very important. We're gonna walk it down. So this is how we're gonna get to South Africa. From Hampton University, American Indian College, Fisk University, that was created by. We need some YouTubers out here on TikTok to help run the. Well, mission schools played a significant role in the lives of Zulu people. At the YouTube on particularly TikTok. During the colonial area, providing formal. Hey, we need a couple people out YouTube to go come over here and hold it down in the TikTok live. We ain't gonna be on long, but we need y'all niggas on post. Education impacting their culture and social structures. So the culture is a learned culture through school, through colonization, through missionary work. It's not something of their own. There's no such thing as an ancient tribe called Zulu. We don't talk about that today. These schools were instrumental in introducing Zulu students to literacy, English, Western education, and often led to the formation of new elite class within Zulu society. Now, the people that are going to the elite class will be people with American bloodlines or European bloodlines. Now, Lovedale Missionary Institution, it was established in 1824. Now, this is the institution. It provided formal education for training blacks around the Thayun Valley. Lovedale opened its seminary in 1841. And this is the school that's going to be the connection. The classes were taught in English. There were no Africana teachers. Christianity, classic, Latin, and Greek were the main subjects, followed by geography and mathematics. Now, we go to Tennessee, Fisk University. Very important to this conversation. They're called the Jubilee Singers. Now, they were founded by the American Missionary Association to raise funds for the university, they say. They gained fame by touring and performing African-American spirituals to Black communities. The spirituals helped introduce a new form of African-American music to an audience in the U.S., Britain, and Europe. Now, We Come Here by Dave Cockrell of gospel hymns, minstrel shows, jubilee singers towards some black South African music. I know we didn't. So, given Great Britain political homogeny in the 19th century, urban South Africa, one might expect American impact on musical life there. So, y'all want to talk about stealing culture? No, we are the inventors of culture.
Right.
19th century urban South Africa, one might expect American impact on musical life there to be significant. Now, British culture was dominant in foreign force, but music followed form. Yet one should not underestimate the presence and the contributions of America, who moved into the same areas even before the British. So we were there before the British. That's what they don't know.
And they get
that there had been more important musical influence flowing in 19th century America still can be heard today, but the music associated with the time and country is very much in evidence, particularly among the country's black majority. Now, you had something called, aside the gospel hymns,
you said whites gave us those.
You had American black South African music culture occurred in two additional contexts. Something called the minstrel show and the Jubilee choir. Listen, family. The American minstrel show was probably the first formulated in 1843. Several well-known white musicians who had here though made a living as a solo performer, it started imitating the music, the dance, the antics of the humor of America black men joined together and called themselves Virginia minstrels and presented a sort of early variety show. The first Americans, then British, took the genre, making it a popular form of American musical entertainment in the mid-19th century. Now, they would, in the early entertainment, whites were in blackface. So this is what we gonna get. This ain't got, the blackface ain't got nothing to do with us. These are white people imitating our Jubilee singers and minstrel shows. So they're gonna come in and create something called the Virginia minstrels. And that's they'll use whiteface who wore additional makeup to make the red lips and their eyes, their dress sort shabby, ragged, and despite southern to depict southern rural slaves, not South Africans. Check the stereotype northern urban blacks, the troop array. And
hold on, Chief. We got a South African in the building. Unfortunately, it's 3:30 a.m. in South Africa, or South Africa sleeping. Y'all believe a bunch of history that was not written by us. Well, what language did y'all write in? Because just I want you to just pay attention to this.
And other minstrels formed the.
I'm gonna tell you where you learn how to read and write from. So how we gonna learn something from y'all? We taught y'all, and that's what this is about to show.
Choirs and played banjos, guitars, fiddles, certain triangles, and other instruments. The same thing we see the Zulu do in their coon parades that they're saying we're copying from them. But let's walk and talk about it.
Bored.
Now, the genre was introduced in South Africa surprisingly early. Now you heard the Durban, for example, the American minstrel show. It first appeared 1865, and then 1890 it included Harvard Branham minstrel, the London minstrel, and American ringers. Now, this list is surprisingly both for the number of the quality of the troops, some who were already known having made their marks previously in the United States. Now, it when we come down to in a few pages, the first Christmas cape of Molly Crowder of young niggas with drums and bands past choirs, which sounded like a blend of Roy McGregor of Marching Through Georgia. So they're going to take our songs. Whenever and whatever degree the Malays observed American popular song, that fact remains that the product that they wrote, the Coon Carnival, which is in South Africa, they talking about, even its name is borrowed from the American minstrel use.
Mm-hmm.
South Africa.
Come on, somebody.
You ain't hear,
Can I get
you heard that, Miss South
Amen. That makes sense too.
Yeah. So the Durban, this is South Africa, audience, soon received their full instructions in spiritual. The Virginia Jubilee Singers concerts there, the choirs resulted of a movement in the United States. Now, you had a guy from Hampton Institution in Virginia. Now, his name is Old McAdoo, and his singers embarked on the world tour in 1890 and became the first Jubilee singers to go to South Africa, where they stayed for 19 months. Now, 19 months is a long time.
Yeah.
Long time for a nigga to get to know.
What up,
chick. So the spirituals were fine in American blacks, but not for Africans, who in their view were too close to Bush and comfort. So despite the Afro-American spirituals singing choirs, you had the Virginia organizer performed his African chord, which included 2 singers from Sierra Leone, Liberia. They toured throughout America South, performing in traditional Zulu costumes and singing American spirituals.
Lord have mercy.
Okay, so this don't come from y'all. In the 1930s, Hampton Institution officially associated with the Jubilee Singers in 1890. And in Virginia, you know, they're going to come through and they're going to bring these people from Sierra Leone and Liberia, not even from South Africa. They're from West Africa.
Shit.
And they dressed up traditional Zulu costumes singing American spirituals. Right here, family are the Fisk University Jubilee Singers.
Shout out to Tennessee.
These are the people who they're going to take this culture from in the form of their singing and whatever. Now you had what's called the minstrel shows, like we brought up. Now it was considered racist
over here
because this is after the Civil War and the people wore the blackface and they were.
Hey, YouTube, let's get a few. We got 300 and something over here. Some more people gonna come in. Let's get a few people over on the TikTok so y'all can help run the likes up and get some shares out. We need some people to see this. Like, it's too many South Africa, too many people having the conversations. Like, don't nobody know what's going on. So this is what's going on. Like, the conversation's over with after this. Let's walk.
Mocking us. This is coming from the International Independent Showman Museum, where they had a minstrel museum or whatever. Now, minstrel museums are actually where they're going to get ideas from carnivals. Now, you had a guy, Silas Green from New Orleans, who had the talented rabbit foot minstrels and actually owned by black performers themselves. So again, we're showing the independence of our people in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
It's not us. They over there pointing it up. Oh, they trying to on culture. They want to take out. It's not us. We got our own thing going on. But we have some YT people that are mocking or, you know, trying to be us, cosplaying as us. Well, this guy McAdoo, he was born in Greensboro, North Carolina. Sorry, Greensboro, North Carolina. Y'all got everybody boots on the ground right now. He attended Hampton Institution.
Check.
And he taught at Pulaski, Accomack County in Virginia. He began to tour Europe. He joined the original Fisk Jubilee Singers. And once he returned, he came from Hampton Institute students. He made his own group. Now, the McAdoo program resembled one of the traditional minstrel shows. Now, McAdoo created a significant impact on the music scene. Where? In Cape Town, South Africa. The troupe later influenced the creation and information of the Kapese Kalu what they call the Coon Carnival. Now, the Coon Carnival is a minstrel festival that takes place annually in Cape Town, America. But it was created, the McAdoo minstrels created a significant impact on Cape Town, South Africa. What they call today the Coon Carnival. Now, why the Zulus got to go back because the Zulus are going to be an amalgamation of people. And yes, American blood is going to be in there. We have a guy named Ernest Cox. This is one of Marcus Garvey handlers right here. He wrote in this book, White America, which was to repatriate our people, basically a back to Africa plan. Y'all, he said Negroes and white people can't live in America together. So he needed a prominent figure of Moses, he called it, to lead his people to the promised land by taking them from America to Africa. He found Marcus Garvey, pop that ass. Well, on page 58, he goes on to say, our mixed breeds transferred to Africa could become a social aristocracy, such as Fula of Nigeria, him of Uganda, Zulu of the South, the Zulu of the South, okay, all who have Caucasian blood coursing through their veins. If y'all want to talk about something, let's talk about it. This Caucasian blood coursing through y'all veins. All who are above the true Negro in culture. The mixed breed would be an ethnic and cultural link connecting Negroes of Africa with whites of Europe and America. This ain't got nothing to do with us. You too. See, if y'all would have just chilled out. Yeah. But now you gotta fuck around and find out. I'm just sitting down on my punches now. The emergence of the South African metropolitan cities, identities in the 20th century by Vivian Bigfoot Smith. He said he just now shirt off. The ingredient disguise and the mockery of American minstrels were particularly influential in the long-term shaping of Nature New Year Carnival. While minstrels first came to Cape Town in a person by Joe Brown Band Brothers in 48, the most successful proved to be Harvey Leslie Crystal Minstrels, who toured in 1862 to 65, and they performed nigger, point song, jigs, mocking who? American slaves. Now they're in South Africa and Cape Town doing this, mocking American slaves at variety of venues to who? All classes. Now the government guards in 65, attended by all classes and creeds, white upper class, masquerade parades among the crowd. Now, this the number they brought out. The white Christie minstrels in blackface makeup. So we know who the people are that brought y'all that was out there with the blackface makeup. It is the white Christie minstrels in blackface makeup. Now, the employees of Mr. Cole, leading baker, dressed in all white with their face painted black and red. Now, every conceivable color featured Victoria Garden Jubilee Parade in 87. Saying got nothing to do with us. Y'all talking to them YTs, y'all South African brothers and sisters over there. Now, the almost 5 years, the African American Old McAdoo Virginia Jubilees singers spent in South Africa between 1890, listen, to 1898. We was out there for 8 years, brothers and sisters. And we ensured that the American minstrelsy and Negro spirituals became a part of Black urban music repertoire in South Africa. So we taught y'all, we helped y'all, we fed you niggas. So 3 of the Jubilee singers stayed in Cape Town and linked with the Dantu family, who ran Cape Good Hope Sports Club. The combination formed the original Jubilee singers. The first Cape Coon troupe was at the Hats and Blue Tail Coast, the name of the carnival troops, in 1907. Why they telling us, we understand y'all only had it for 100 years. Well, y'all only had y'all for 100 years. This the people who made it up. The names of the troops were coming in 1907 testified to the influence. The Jolly Coon masquerade troop, the Jolly Coons, the White Noses, the White Eyes, the Diamond Eyes. Within a couple years, the demonstration of growing influence of cinema. Some names and costumes became more exotic international. The 1909 carnival featured the Spanish Cavaliers, British or American songs sung by carnival participants were learned at mission school.
Wow.
Check.
Come on, somebody. So listen, fam, we out there with y'all.
Can we get some flames? Hold on.
We out there.
Can we get some flames in the building? Hey, you too. We need them likes up, family. We need them likes up. Share the video out. We ought to be at 400-500 right now. Let's work. What we doing?
With y'all. Some of our people stayed back with the elite family that was there, that started to hold these coon carnivals. Now, the culture that was given to y'all, British, British or American songs sung by carnival participants were learned at mission schools, concerts, the circus or halls. The latest success of the concert room is reproduced immediately on the streets of Malay. So y'all learned this in school like the Native Americans learned it. Now right here,
amen.
Who? You think we in New Orleans? Yeah. We in Mardi Gras, but shit, it's South Africa,
right?
And he got the instruments and everything. I mean, they got the paint, the hat. I mean, right here, where we at?
Wow.
Yeah, what we at in New Orleans right here? Man. We on Canal.
Yeah. Even the colors, even down to the colors.
Come on, somebody. You see the umbrellas back there, huh?
And the umbrellas, and look like the outfits and everything. The
Listen
paint.
to me. To the suits.
The suits, yeah. That's their king and queen.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Now, well, yeah, we would have done. We in the French quarters.
Hell yeah.
It's Fat Tuesday. Nah, they on some second line. They acting like they for the second line. He got the gloves on, everything. Y'all about to do the second line, fam.
Hell yeah. That's definitely New Orleans culture. Everything you
all
just
they
showed
had
all
to
New
do
Orleans
is leave us alone.
We in South Africa though.
They
say we got this from them.
TikTok talk. This is
they are really doing their big one.
This what really.
I mean, down to the color. Now everybody know that y'all purple and gold. Come on, man. That Mardi Gras. I mean, hey, you know, everybody got to get back on that one. You know. Yeah.
And that face paint, Top Cats, is Skull and Bones.
Right.
314.
Similar to the Skull and Bones in New Orleans. If people know about them.
Exactly. And see, I took some slides out which went into that. How the YT man they came and their minstrel show. And they used to use the Skull and Bones and all of that and paint their faces like that. And even use them as instruments to hit the drums and all that. But they were mocking what they were seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Southerners down here. Oh, now we back home. Now you know we at home. Now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is how it's really supposed to go.
Uh-huh.
Now we're at home now. Hold on. Now we're at home now. This is how it really supposed to go.
Know what the wow.
Now we're in New Orleans.
Yeah, now we back at the high.
Now we back at the high.
I took the other side.
That's crazy. I didn't realize it was that similar.
Down to the suit, the hat,
the everything.
They just don't have the feathers.
I'm about to say them feathers is a defining situation there because they ain't got them feathers out there.
They ain't got the feathers. They ain't got that royalty. You know, they ain't masking beads. You know,
right. Yeah, they ain't got them bead work. They ain't got that bead work. They ain't got them feathers. But the suits. Yeah, the foot, they damn sure ain't got the footwork.
I put them
they ain't got it like that.
They go on the screen
right there. Nah, not at all. But this was they were trying to do because when we went back, this what they looked at like. And so I don't even know if they understand what's going on. This is what we've been doing. Y'all got our same instruments, you know. We just watched them do the same thing. Oh man, I was uptown and I had this lady. She walked up on me, and you know it's going down. This super traffic on Super Sunday trying to get up in Uptown. So I'm pushing through there. I ran into I wanted to put all that in there. But let's walk. So the first troops to be organized,
you feel me,
called the Dogtown Fire Brigade.
Right here.
This troop can be traced back to the Dantu brothers. Now, if you remember, the Jubilee singers that stayed in Cape Town, some of them, when they went back to America, some of them stayed. They stayed with the Dantu family, who was the family there. Now, the first troop can be traced to this Dantu brothers. So, and he with the Jubilee singers. The forebearer, still active today, Good Hope Entertainment and Mr. Carnival's Association. They met members of the Virginia Jubilee Singers, a group of African-American minstrels touring South Africa, and formed what is traditionally considered as the first Cape Town coon troop. So what are we talking about?
The lights. Appreciate the gifts and the lights.
They met people from Virginia, who toured South Africa, and they formed what is traditionally called the first Cape Town coon troop, the original Jubilee Singers. They soon changed their name to the Dogtown Fire Brigade. That's why y'all don't know it's us, because y'all calling it Dogtown Fire Brigade. When the following year, Cape Town Fire Chief, they ended up promoting him or whatever. But historian Nigel Warden, so they talk about the date change.
Yeah, they go all.
And now today it is known as the Coon Carnival.
All of the
as a matter of fact, the South American born bishop, he is with the AME Church. He's the first South African AME Church pastor. AME Church come out of Philadelphia.
Come on, somebody.
And he waiting in South Africa. Now what he gonna do is organize a grand pageant for
watching
emancipation.
They gonna put something in their pocket.
In December, it was no longer popular festival. He presented January 10th, 1935. That's during the New Year period. Now, Cape Town at night, same tradition. Like I said, I'm coming through Uptown. I wanted to put that part in there to show, but they talk about in Cape Town opposition dramatically. They, Spain, Trinidad example, where they had devil-like creatures hunt the first night of the carnival, chasing people through the streets, smearing dogs on them. You also had
EB, appreciate that.
They had something following that. The coons appeared in colorful costumes, signing, satin, dancing in the new year with the energy. Let's walk. My thing is this: we've been doing this. See, they can't just point at New Orleans and say, okay, that's where it's coming from.
That's where we get them at.
No, homie. When you look around from South Central to the Gulf Coast of America, homie, this is our culture. This is what we do. This is how we get busy. So a list of Caribbean carnivals around the world. This is a culture celebrated annually throughout the year in Caribbean islands. Worldwide festival. Worldwide festival. Everybody do this. So if you saying we stole something, then how is everybody doing it?
Right.
Let's walk. So this them doing their thing. You think they're in South Africa. We in Trinidad and Tobago. We all in Belize and Jamaica. We all in
Mexico and shit.
You know, we all in Mexico with it. What I'm trying to tell them, Mardi Gras ain't nothing new to us, homie. They talking about a Zulu coon carnival, which was created through that white Democratic, as the white Democrats tried to pose themselves, they came up with something called the Crew, Krewe.
We came up with it.
That's where it's originally gonna come from. These are YT people. That's why our Mardi Gras days, or we celebrate not on the same day that they celebrate. They are cosplaying us. And then we come out on Super Sunday. Then we pop out on St. Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
And let's walk. And what we're doing is celebrate the new year, the bringing in the new year. That's why a lot of them are happening on the same day or around the same periods. They celebrate bringing in the new year. But Mardi Gras
appreciate the
roots predate
hands
the
and
French.
feet.
So what did people talking about the French brought? Oh, they got it from Paris. What is you talking about, nigga? Mardi Gras roots predate the French. Many see a relationship to an ancient tribal rituals of fertility that welcome the arrival of spring. See, it's a method to the madness.
Hold on, man. I gotta pause there. I want to run it back for him. He say Mardi Gras roots predate the French. Many see relationship to the ancient tribal rituals of fertility that welcome the arrival of spring. That is why everyone is doing it at the same time. That's why it's happening. What you got April, this month, you got the carnival going up in Jamaica. We just seen Brazil and everybody else pop out. We just had Mardi Gras, St. Joseph, Super Sunday. But we've been doing this before the French. They try to say they brought it from Paris. Then they try to say they moved it from Mobile, Alabama to New Orleans after the hurricane in the 1700s. All of that is false. This is an ancient ritual of the Mississippians, even not just the Mississippians, but even the cultures coming out of the Spanish Americas, the Caribbeans, in the Gulf Coast. We not just out here for nothing. It's a method to the madness. So this is something that is ancient that the indigenous people here did. There you go, Era. Spring equinox
as a ritual of fertility to welcome the arrival of spring, the true new year. Now, the early church fathers, they came through and broke it up. They called it pagan. And then the carnival was created as a period of time around the season of Lent, through Catholicism.
Mm-hmm.
In the 1700s, the balls, the feasts were held in New Orleans under the French rule, but later banned by the Spanish governors. The prohibition in 1803, they were able to continue on with what they were doing. This 1803, so it's not 100 years for us. It's 100 years for you, though, but not for us. Because we've been doing it before the European.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't.
Now, we go to Floodline Communities, Katrina, by Jordan. Most historians date the Mardi Gras tradition to the Reconstruction area, while some trace the roots far back as the mid-1700s. Now, we do want to throw in Mobile, Alabama, and shout out to Mobile, Alabama, because they also had Mardi Gras too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, they'll say they're the originators, and after the flood hit and the French moved, but that's not true because we practice it as we see before the French. So Mobile, y'all was active, shout out to y'all, folk. But y'all can't take that from the NO. So yeah, we've been doing this shit, nigga, too long.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't mean to cut your wisdom, but all my life I've been taught that it comes from the French and from Catholicism, and that's why it lines up. Fat Tuesday is always 40 days before the Passover, and or Good Friday. I'm sorry, and stuff like that. They made it seem like the French came over here and gave it to us, but I always thought it was funny because even when you look at talking about Black Mardi Gras traditions, it's similar to a lot of the stuff in the Caribbean and other places. So I'm like, well, it had to be a part of it that we already had. If we still do, and you've been there. Our culture runs so deep. Like we ain't making nothing up. And
it's my picture right here. Yeah, I took this. Yeah,
like it just can't be.
Mardi Gras right here. I mean, at St. Joseph. No, it was Super Sunday. Turn up.
Yeah, we on Clay.
Yeah, but I feel you. And even I just want to get on
Claiborne in
Mobile
New
ass too,
Orleans,
because
man.
they gonna come out here and try to say, "Oh, we did it first." Hold on, say it. Chill out on me. Cause they saying the hurricane came and so the French moved the capital from Mobile to New Orleans. That's not what. But you gotta understand, something we were doing it before the French. So that take the French out of it, and they take that bullshit y'all talking about. We can't folk, nigga. Y'all doing it, we doing it.
We doing it right.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, that walk. So it's a beautiful collection of complicated intricacies. The rituals, two tribes of gangs meet in the street in full costume and challenge each other. Different members pose threatening issues, challenging songs, words, movement, engaging in performance, battlefield, dangerous, even though it mainly involves singing and dancing. It is intense or breathtaking within the Mardi Gras Indian tradition. There's a familiar roster of songs.
Damn, she was
and
cute.
People know them. You got things like two-way, pocket-way, words often historical meaning, for example, reference to routes, to what? It's not what, but you got to understand some different members pose threatening issues, challenging songs, words, movement, engaging in performance, battlefield, dangerous, even though it mainly involves singing and dancing. It is intense or breathtaking within.
Hold on, time out. See, this why y'all gotta go over there and subscribe to Vu. Vu is a New Orleans content creator. She's American Indian. She know her history, her genealogy. She has something called the Dollhouse, and it's like 98% women. And boy, I say probably 85% of them are the beautiful American Indians.
In the Mardi Gras Indian tradition, there's a familiar roster of songs, and people know them. You got things like two-way, pocket-way.
What's up? Come get my
hug, historical meaning, for example, reference to routes, to what? The Underground Railroad.
What?
Madness.
12-21.
See, these songs and all of that was sung, and these were to help people get through the routes. Because if we go back to 1803, all the way up into the Battle of 1812, you had shock ties. See, that's something that I wanted to put in that time. All these different Indians that were coming over and using those routes in Louisiana. Because like I said, from
what'd you say, 1404? I remember Lily used to be over there by 1404. I ain't gonna say nothing though. I ain't seen nothing.
Cuba.
I remember Lily used to be over there by 1404. I ain't seen nothing.
The islands, all of that, we roamed. Galveston, all of that was our turf. They got that whole Gulf Coast. So yeah, it was used for Underground Railroad, and it served as a signal to what is happening in the confrontation between the gangs. The meeting of Indian gangs used to involve actual physical violence, but legend has it that the violence broke to an end with the efforts of the OG, Addison, Montana, aka Big Chief Tootie. Yeah, best he ever did, he got away with.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Tootie was the chief of one of the tribes. He became known as the chief of the chiefs. And he's recognized not only for his skills at costume, his performance, but also as transformative and unifying effect on the entire community and tradition. So he came out and said instead of fighting that he improved it to going to what seemed like our stories, boasting, relating history, context. As with New Orleans tradition, some convergent gender roles subverted the highest praise you can give a male Mardi Gras Indian is call him the prettiest. So OG Tootie came out there and say, what are we fighting for? What we fighting for? It's about who the prettiest. Beat me, yeah. Beat me in the skills. You gotta talk that talk. They be putting the words together.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So beat me in that. It's a non-contact sport. Who is the prettiest? Cause see, you ain't even gotta really be beaten, or you could be using cheap material. Or you ain't even tried. And yeah, who the prettiest? And so that changed the whole game. Shout out to Tootie.
It's funny. I don't mean to cut you, but it's funny because when they challenge, that's the first thing they be saying. Oh, I'm the prettiest. Oh, I'm the prettiest. That's all they say. Big cheese. I'm the prettiest. You ain't prettier than me. They always say that.
Yeah.
And another thing too, that Pocket Way, they have a song in New Orleans that's old as crap, but it go Pocket Way. So I didn't even know. I didn't even realize that was connected to Underground Railroad and all type of other stuff. That's deep.
Like I was telling you the other day, what's mama name? The one they put the doors by her daughter's house or whatever, the voodoo lady down there.
Oh, Marie Laveau.
Marie Laveau. She used to help the slaves get away. And so that's why they tried to put that bad name on her. But she actually was an American Indian herself.
Yeah. And
she helped them with the routes. And she did put that voodoo on them niggas, on them other people. Yeah. So that's why they mad. Yeah, let's throw that in there too. Now, past kings of the Zulu have included Louis Armstrong and Spike. Somebody got to sell that shit. I mean, somebody got to do it.
Shout out to Louis, but Louis was a little
most white crews, because these crews are the ones who did it. They remained segregated until 1992, when the city council held hearings on the issue and ruled in the use of municipal resources parade in Mardi Gras. They had desegregated. But the Comas was one of the white crews that chose to stop parading rather than integrate. Because in 92, they told them, hey, y'all got to quit making it being separate. So you had the Cosmic crew. They gonna, instead of putting it together, they just not gonna do it at all.
Now, the original Comas crew started around right after the Civil War. They were originally our people. But see, that's what I'm saying when they put the YT face in place and use them to kick our people out of institutions, specifically governmental seats, as we seen through the early beginnings of this election, as the Democratic parties in these different, the Triple Ks, the red shirts, the White League, all of these people came in and they said they wanted to make Louisiana politics YT supreme. So they started, because it was our people running New Orleans. I mean, for the longest, Louisiana period. So as we showed here, demonstrated through here. But you had the crew that originally started off as us, but then at the end is going, once they come with this Zulu shit, they're gonna split it. But it's just like the Mason. They're gonna, the Brotherhood, they're gonna split it. It's a black and white checker flow for a reason. But let's walk.
But the Cosmic crew are the people who brought in the Zulu, the name, the title. So it's not us, South African. Y'all gotta look at them white tea people. Y'all sitting up under their ass over there. Yeah. And they brought y'all there through these missionary schools y'all went through. Y'all learned our customs and traditions. Something that we've been doing from time immemorial. But they can't even date it. Like I said, it's before the European. So now the Commons crew still exists, although without parade. They throw exclusive Mardi Gras balls every year. In sectors of New Orleans. You had the king of the Mardi Gras is Rex. Of the most white crew of Rex. And then you got the other one. Like I said, somebody got to say that. And on the other one, then they give you the Mardi Gras Zulu king. But see, you got the Rex king and you got the Zulu king.
Check.
And the Zulu king gonna be, the nigga that they chose to sell.
I won't say that. It'll be
the Rex.
He gotta come from
the Rex is gonna be the YT king. He's the real king.
Right, because I was saying that before you came on. Rex number one today still is all white. Ain't no niggas in Rex. They might say it is, but I ain't never seen them. I just left Mardi Gras. And on top of that, when Mardi Gras Day comes, Rex go this way and Zulu go to the hood.
You hear me?
And which we cool with, because it go down in the hood. We rather have Zulu in the hood.
Yeah.
But Rex go that way by the convention center, and Zulu go back to the hood by the bar.
Yeah. So it comes from the crew, the comers. And since, you know, like I say, the Rex is the real king. It's just like the Masons, because they're gonna also be a part of the Knights of. Hold on, y'all. Let me check Top Cat real quick. Let me check Chief, because I can check I can check this. I see what you mean when you said it. The Rex is the real king, but it's two separate, because the comers are the first to come. The Rexes are gonna come out of them. So like you have Prince Hall, and then you have, you know, your other side, the YT side. Even in, like, you know, New Orleans, a lot of people went to Catholic school. You had Spanish rule there for, you know, short period of time. Even in the 1700s, you know, it was short-lived until 1803. You feel me? And now 1812, you got, you know, the U.S. coming down the British presence. But it was Germans and all of that already in New Orleans since the 1700s. But anyway, long story short, what I want to say is it's going through the bloodlines. So these people that are, you know, the Zulu kings, they are somebody. They're coming from one of them prominent families that we was talking about earlier in the bill, how we started out showing the independence of people that look like us in Louisiana history, period. Through the slave owners, the landowners, them fighting in the Confederate Army, them fighting in the Union Army. Why did they fight in the Confederate? Because they were protecting their land. So when people see Confederate, they think it's because somebody told you. The daughters of the Confederate in the 20th century came back and told you and changed everybody to YT people. But see, we were the landowners. So we got people coming from the north who they call Yankees, and they're encroaching on our land. So yeah, we're gonna protect our land. So that's where the militias came. That's where the First National Guard came. That's where the 4th Infantry came, you know, in New Orleans, which we showed earlier in the bill. Hopefully y'all was here to see that good information. But now we walking it down. You got the Zulu and you got the crew. The comers, like I said, was created in the 1800s. But in the 20th century, 1909 is when they gonna create the Zulu part of it. But let Chief walk. But I did want to let him know that it's bloodline. So like we say, it's a black hand behind it and a white face, you know what I mean, that they put out there to use them so that the people that look like us don't come up to a certain degree. You feel me? So let's walk. Columbus. Now you have a black sector to the Knights of Columbus called the Knights of Peter Clavis. A lot of people in New Orleans, Knights of Peter Clavis. We had the early migration Catholic Church, Knights of Peter Clavis, and the Columbus. They're gonna send a lot of people from New Orleans to Houston, and they're gonna come to 5th Ward, Houston, and they Jensen, you know, Collinsburg. Yeah, and a lot of those areas there on the north side, right there in the Ward area, they're gonna come there and bring a lot of that culture there as well. But they didn't mix. In the beginning, they didn't even mix. But they used to sell boudin and different things like this here. We'll go by. But yeah, they didn't mix. Anyway, now you want to get that understood. Rex of the most white crew of Rex, which parades on Mardi Gras Day just after Zulu. People say we're one, New Orleans, said political advisor Vincent Sylvan. But we have 2 kings of carnival. Take a check. So Vincent Sylvan say we are one because the YT branch is going to come from us. He say, but we have 2 kings of carnival. If we've been practicing the carnival before the French, and they said that it was a part of the indigenous culture there, which used to use the carnival to celebrate to bringing in the spring equinox or the real New Year. So in South Africa, they said theirs around the New Year, but they start the New Year in January. So that's why theirs is in January, saying they start the New Year. But we carnival and Mardi Gras, you know, March, April, you feel me? Bringing in that New Year, the real New Year. Easter coming up and all of that type of shit. You finna have the Mardi Gras in Jamaica. They finna go up in Jamaica. And I think they be a little bit bucket naked out there too. Away King Zulu or King Rex and see what happens. So they're establishing that it is two different ones. Now, the cultural traditions in Black Mardi Gras play a defining role in the holiday. Many New Orleans, they encompass everything from the crew of Zulu and Mardi Gras Indians to the skeletons who parade in the morning were allegedly devised in 1800s the way to scare children away from bad behavior. The baby doll's grown woman dressed like sexualized Victorian era dolls. Traditional rumors to being started by sex workers during the era of prostitution and decriminalized in New Orleans. Now, the Zulu Aid and Pleasure Club first parade of the Zulu crew in New Orleans in 1909. So that's why they're saying, y'all, we understand y'all been practicing 100 years. And, you know, we feel y'all, but y'all got to stop y'all stealing out. So William Stewart was the first crowned Zulu king, and that marks the history of the crew of Zulu history in Mardi Gras. Totally opposite from us. Now, we do got to remember that it was a Black elite or a people that look like us, elite class in New Orleans. Check. We have to remember that.
Yeah.
Just like you got the Black Masons, you got the white ones.
Mm-hmm.
The floor is a checkerboard floor. It's black and white. Mm-hmm. They're always together. Each one gonna have a different branch. You got the Order of Red Men, you got the Pocahontas, where you got the Masons, and then you have the Eastern Stars, the women. It's all the same. As we see here, he has a Masonic symbol. You see the guy in the middle?
Yeah.
He got the Masonic symbol on. So we know there's some Masonic shit that's taking place. Y'all seeing with it on right there? Man, that walk. TT. Now, the first formally organized Cape Town Minstrel Carnival, known as Kapase Kaloops, was held in Greenpoint Track in 1907. So the Zulu came 2 years later. Y'all should just 1907. What are y'all talking about? But we've been doing this. Y'all are using something that YT people brought y'all through mission school. And some of our people involved too, we admit it. But y'all took this on the culture. So, right here. Hold on. This is a magazine from them. Cape Town Minstrel Carnival celebrating how many years, boo?
100.
And how many years they said we had it?
100.
Oh, okay.
But the fact that they even using the term minstrel should be enough to tell you.
Hold on, we just gonna leave that up there. Cause all I'm hearing on these videos is, okay, y'all been celebrating 100 years. Y'all gotta give it up. It's not y'all culture. But right here, this is South African magazine. Cape Town Minstrel Carnival celebrating a tradition of 100 years, but they steady telling us we only been practicing in 100 years. No, y'all been practicing 100 years. We've been doing what we've been doing before even the European arrived. This is ancient. That's why the Mardi Gras dress. Don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about it.
That it's coming from us, because the minstrel shows and stuff came from over here. It wasn't over there.
We took it there. We see who took it. We naming names. The Cape Town Minstrel Carnival of Kapase Kaloops evolved from celebration of enslaved community, and it was inspired
Can you read this for me? I don't want nobody to say.
Where you at? It was inspired.
Yeah, turn up.
Wait, I'm trying to. Okay, let me go back. January 2nd, and was inspired by American minstrel shows that visited the Cape.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
I mean,
what we doing? What up, bro? All they had to do was chill. You know,
I got some.
Y'all chill, relax. It's okay.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
While the extract first carnival, difficult point, the estimated first organized troop 1887. Well, that'll put you right there with the Jubilee singers. American minstrel troops like Christie Minstrels in 1862, Old McAdoo, Virginia Jubilee Singers 1890, played a role. Boo, can you finish that for me? Because I don't want to. It's right at the end, the last two sentences.
Played a role in shaping the tradition of Cape Town's minstrel shows. McAdoo's troupe, including the original Jubilee Singers, even formed the first Cape Coon troupe. Wow.
Bars. And he from Greensboro, North Carolina.
It still lead back to us.
And he from Greensboro, North Carolina.
As it always do.
Legendary. What they say? Legendary. Bars.
Bars.
Stop playing. South Africa.
Hold
What
on,
we doing? Y'all tripping.
Hold on.
It's just crazy because once you start digging, the original Jubilee Singers even formed the first Cape Coon troupe. Wow. It still lead back to us. As it always do.
Legendary. What they say? Legendary. Bars.
Yeah. Bars.
Stop playing. South Africa. What we doing? Y'all tripping.
It's just crazy because once you start digging into Africa as a whole, you realize a lot of them places we got grandparents older than a lot of the places and the cultures that they claim to have in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but in a lot of them, you know? And it's crazy because I felt like they just needed a reason to have beef with us and get on here and say all that bullshit.
Yeah, nobody like that. Nobody like that.
No, they don't like us. They act like they like us, but they don't like us. But they acting like we about to stop doing Zulu because they feel some type of way online.
Yeah. You know, even if we didn't do Zulu, they can't come take Super Sunday or any of those things because those are the ones that was here before the French, you know, before the European and things like that. Now the Mardi Gras, as we see coming from the crew, now they tamper with that. You know what I'm saying? That's the baking soda in the dope. But you come like you say in the hood, you got like St. Joseph, it's going down in different hoods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might be under the bridge, you know what I'm saying? Type of shit. Yeah, so they got it out of schools. It was something that was brought from here, like you say, the minstrel shows, all the way from our dress to our customs, the instruments we're using. They look like they got a whole second line out there, but they don't know the moves. Yeah, you feel me?
But it's crazy because in like 50 to 100 years, then they'll flip it and say we got second line from them. Because it's similar things. That's why I be watching it. Right. I be watching it when they do that now. Like they got the Asians over here with marching bands. They got them over here with doing hip hop and all that shit. They already had them at the Olympics doing breakdancing. You know, they rewrite history all the time. They be done rewrote that shit like, oh, it really started in fucking bullshit Japan. And you be like, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
I didn't realize that culture was so similar though, as far as they bands, they outfits. Like only thing they're missing is them feathers. Ain't no feathered animals over there in South Africa.
Yeah, but they got the the skull and bone. They got the instruments and hopefully we get this video out. Y'all make sure y'all share this video, clip it up, put it on X. TikTok, make sure y'all pick it up to let them know that we big bro and big sis.
Yes.
And daddy.
Shout out to Big Chief, legendary Big Chief Topcatz. His Cash App is pinned to the top of the chat. Y'all make sure y'all show the brother some love for coming over here and spreading the knowledge because I learned a crap ton and I'm from New Orleans. But even us in the city, we get skewed like information when it comes to like the history and all that stuff. Because I always wonder, like, if we paid homage to Native Americans, what are Native Americans at? Because I ain't never seen no Native American in New Orleans.
Coming out for their credit, saying, "Hey man, I'm the nigga who helped." They heard none one of them raise their hand, and it was me. That was my kinfolk. Nah, ain't nobody said nothing. Right. So again, when we look on the slave schedules, on the census and the slave schedules in Louisiana, slave masters, all of them have a B by their name. Yeah, all of them have a B by their name. The first slide told you Louisiana was full of black slave masters.
So let me ask you a question with that. These black slave masters, were they like...
Here go your question, D.
Were they like the Kunta Kinte beating your slave master, or was it a status thing as well?
They were landowners. They were plantation owners. They were into commerce and trade. It was work. As we see, once they've been brought over the coolies, Asians and people from India to work on the sugar plantations in Louisiana, right next to Indians. So even like foods that we eat, that y'all make down there, and they try to say that they come from Chinese people. Nigga got drunk one night and he fed him. Man, come on, fam. If it's not on the menu in China, then it didn't come from China.
Right.
Stop it. Because when we go to Mexico, we know all this is made in Texas. They call it Texas today. But when we go to Mexico, ain't none of this shit on the... It's a Mexican restaurant here, but because they don't want to tell you it's agriculture. But when we go down there to Mexico, ain't none of this shit that's in a Mexican restaurant on the menu.
Right.
Everybody playing with us.
Right. Yeah, because I know my tribe on my mama's side, they originated in what's now Mexico. Like hundreds of years before them folks come over here, they was over there in Mexico. So, and I know they got black Mexicans out there now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it was empires, you know what I'm saying? Niggas knew when hurricane season was coming. So we finna go. Yeah, we knew hurricane season coming. So a lot of our people bi-coastal, we ain't just sit in one spot. You know what I'm saying? We moved around. So we was back and forth. We have minerals and resources over here that they don't have over there. And so they find it in the but yeah, that's a connection. Cortez, he said that the people in Alabama and Louisiana are the same people he met in Mexico. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we know it's the same people. Even when you go into the languages and all of that, the style of building for the mounds are similar to the buildings, the infrastructure in Mexico. So
and them Indian outfits too. They be having a lot of Mayan and Aztec design on them and shit.
So the more Indians, especially when they wear those halos like on their back, if you look at Virgin Mary or them, you see them on the candles or whatever, and shit have like the little glow, the little aura behind them. Well, the Mardi Gras Indians, they wear that. So if you pull up a picture of Quetzalcoatl, he's dressed in the same kind of costume. You know what I'm saying? From the shoes to the feet, everything, all of that. When they put the boots on, how they do their shoes, and they're not even looking at no Mayan or Aztec.
No,
you feel me? This shit is coming straight from them. Like they said, it's intertwining them. You know what I'm saying? It's
in them. It's in them because every year they gotta make brand new costumes.
Yeah, I gotta come brand new. I gotta be the prettiest.
Yeah, so they come
like with the same clothes in 2 days in a row. We can't
right, and they don't even know how they coming up with this stuff. It took some people in my chat when I pulled up some Indians. They were like, "Oh shit, that's Aztec design or Mayan design," and I'm like, "Oh snap, it really is." But you know, my daddy, when it comes to the Zulu thing, my daddy's side of the family is deeply in that line. They was around that shit from the beginning, from its inception.
Yeah, see, they probably was like major players in the city.
Yeah, and my daddy was telling me,
coming from money, and we want.
Yeah, because my daddy's side wasn't no broke ass niggas.
Yeah, we ain't trying to be the low class and the out there bad niggas. Nah.
And that's where I was going. My daddy said it was a status back then when you was a part of these clubs and these associated pleasure clubs versus like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Indians, that was a status. Like all that, he was like, like you knew who you was economically and socioeconomically through what crews and what you did. So like he was like, if you was Zulu, niggas know you wasn't no broke ass niggas. You wasn't just no because you had to have money to get in there. Still to this day,
you had to be one of the ones, and you had to have
right.
bloodline. So
and anybody about to say, and it's bloodline, because any nigga can't walk up to Zulu and say, I want to get in. It's got to be through the blood.
All clubs for fraternities, sororities, all of this, they started as basically how we're gonna keep is bloodlines that we're keeping together. How we're gonna keep our history, keep our stories. Our families, you know, did something, you know, important, or they stuck together for a certain period of time. So we're all gonna remain family, and they did it. They used those clubs to do it, especially when you had those clubs where you know, you gotta know somebody, you gotta come from this bloodline. But you're gonna also have to have status.
Yep.
Yeah. You gotta be bossed up.
That's crazy. Oh man, this was dope, man. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this, like as a patron. You know what I mean? I'm for real. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this. Yeah, I learned a lot. Even with the Lafitte Cat, they got a project that used to be a project called the Lafitte Project. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of intertwining and tying in, but I enjoyed having you here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Legendarytopcatz on YouTube. You do this damn near every day. Yeah. Explosive lives, a very, very, very educated and very sourced up person. You know what I'm saying? I love when you be getting at them Pan-Africans. I ain't gonna lie. I hardly ever catch you getting at them live, but boy, I be watching them replays.
Once I get the highest one, I want the biggest one, and then I ain't gotta talk to nobody else.
You be killing Umar though.
Umar, he ran. They set it up, and you know, Umar ain't crazy. You know, he came on there talking about y'all need to go do y'all genealogy. Nah, you don't have to tell us that.
We already did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody won't come take our spiel. Shout out to the FBAs, but we got y'all doing y'all genealogy too. Umar got the nerve to come tell us to do our genealogy. No, we told y'all. From the Freedmans to the Solons to the FBAs, you know,
right.
We brought this American. We made y'all proud to be American. But y'all our brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, nieces, nephews. So it's our love. We ain't tripping. Like Boo said, it's gonna be us against them every time. Right now, South Africa talking about they gonna band together. They got letting the white South African talk crazy too. So we just gonna stand on business and point out the fact that we mommy and daddy around here. Y'all need to chill out, homie. Cause everything y'all know we taught y'all.
Facts.
Even if we taught it the wrong way. Yeah.
Facts. All right, but that's gonna be good for the night, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody who showed love. Make sure y'all over there at Legendarytopcatz. I'm always over there. I'm a member over there, so I be over there. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to catch you live with doing my own lives. But whenever I get off and I see it be up in my news feed. I be on there. Anyways, though, I appreciate you stopping by, dropping all the knowledge. Telling people where to find you again before we get off of here.
Man, you can choose Lose, Stay Confused, man. Legendarytopcatz right here on YouTube. Boo, this one was for you, man. Appreciate y'all. We gone. Shout out to the Doghouse.
I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm about to joke y'all up out of here, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll check y'all on the next one. Peace.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For you rocking for you, lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bossa nut.
Come on, Blaze, but you know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
Turn it one time, goddamn me. So that right there, man, we don't want to hear nothing. You know, shout out to South Africa. You feel me? But this the game, man. I just feel like it's a teaching lesson. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of things that they don't know. They went to mission school. Shit, nigga, we went to public school. Yeah, the natives went to boarding school. You feel me? HBCUs, which was prominent in this lecture tonight, as we see came through the AMA. And so those schools, Fish and Hampton, which was first created to be Indian schools. You can't get away from it. William and Mary, Harvard, Princeton, Yale, all of those that they call these prestigious ass schools, Ivy Leagues, those were first schools that were for American Indians. It's no question. Hampton, I mean, got a whole thing for the Carlisle School came, which would have been the first boarding school, Philadelphia. They bringing natives all the way from the West Coast to Philadelphia. Well, they sent them down to Virginia to Hampton, and we taught them. See, these are things that go unseen in the game. With the South African situation, you had the explosion of the Huguenots. They're going to go there. You had the Dutch there, British, Germans. A lot of them got a lot of their German culture in them. But these are people coming from America. You know, and so it's like when you get out there, when they say, y'all look like West Africans. Well, if they was to put a lot of people that come from certain areas in America next to those people from from South Africa, y'all gonna fade. I'm telling you, fam. So, but this is how the bloodline is getting over there through these missionary programs. Sierra Leone and Liberia, a lot of people talk about them in the, American genes going over there and him creating that. But we also did that with South Africa. That's why 1955 they're gonna get a treaty signed there. Then you come through with Mandela, you had apartheid, you got Jesse Jackson, you got all these, quote unquote black leaders at the time. They out there pushing for South Africa. It's a connection, it's a bloodline. Right now, today, we seen the South Africans try to kick out the YT, the people who became Afrikaners. So they were Huguenots who left Germany, went there. They became known as the Afrikaners. Later on, they call them the Boers. We'll see them go to war with the Zulu. Now, who is the Zulu? The Zulu are an amalgamated group of different tribes that came in. And they have mixtures, European mixtures in them. So, but they're gonna have a battle 1898 and 1890s with the you got 1 and 2, I think. And they're gonna lose. So this area here is my South African. Yeah, I think it's called like Pretoria or something like that. That's where my South African baby come from. Goddamn it. So y'all leave her alone. But they do the Zulu culture, man. That name, that culture, they went to boarding school. You got Lovedale Missionary School down there. And this missionary school they went to. And they learned English when they went there. They learned writing, reading, arithmetic, geography. So everything that they know, their paradigm of world was shaped by us. Even the customs with the clothes they wear. That's why everyone that's considered a tribe wears certain patterns. They wear certain patterns. But when you look at the patterns, they originate in the Southwest, or what was called Indian country at the time. Because we know the cowboy was the Indian. Even though the first people to be called cowboy came out of Houston, Texas. I just had to throw that in there. Yeah, that's why I wore my cowboy hat. Then I took it off and put the 50 cap on, turned it around. I looked like a whole nother nigga. But we, you know, everybody putting their boots on the ground. You feel me? These songs that's coming out, you know what I'm saying? It's not soul music, but it's the same energy that was carried through the blues, through soul music. Because when people from Louisiana came to Texas, to Houston to be exact, left New Orleans and came to Houston early in the century when the Irish sent them over here. So you had, the Catholic Church sent them over here. You got the nicer Columbus and the black version to be the nicer Peter Clavis. They sent them over in the early 1920s to Houston. And that's how you see the shotgun homes, the same forms in what they call shotgun homes, same forms here in what was called Frenchtown in Houston. They have their famous church there. You know what I'm saying? Been passing by since a kid. But they was on the side of Jensen, Cavalcade, Collinsworth. These areas today, you might call it Trinity Guard. You know, they split it up after they created Interstate 10 through there. And they relocated a lot of people over there to that area, what they call Cashmere Gardens and Trinity Garden when she crossed the 610 loop right there by Timmy Chan. Real H-Town nigga. So this what we doing with it, right? And then when she crossed over to Cashmere had the best watermelon, you know what I'm saying? And watermelon fields back there. A lot of great athletes came out of, that's where they used to come scout them athletes coming out of Houston down there, CD, Texas, and all of that. You know, you get Eric Dickerson and all of that, but I'm talking about from baseball to everything, you know, basketball, football, baseball. Yeah, they right there on the field at Cashmere High School. You know what I'm saying? Real Texas field. But for the South Africans, just to get an understanding on it, there was something called minstrel shows that came from here. The blackface part is not us. Those came from the Virginia minstrel show, who imitated the original minstrel show that came out of Nashville, Tennessee. See, the original people the culture that they're going to use going to come out of Nashville, Tennessee. A guy out of Greensboro, North Carolina is going to join the team and then later eventually start his own. Once he starts his own, he's going to get funding through the Glasgow Missionary Society. So he's going to go over to Cape Town, South Africa. Previously, before, was already, like I say, this connection with these Huguenots or Boers or whatever you want to call them. And Elon, his family comes from those bloodlines. They did a piece actually on it. They just dropped and showed his bloodline and the people he come from. So he's actually going to come from these people. They fought on side of Hitler with the Germans. So they also wore the SS patches as well, the Boers down in South Africa. Yes, sir. They were part of Hitler's reign. Now, you know, just a little news you can use. But yeah, it was Nashville, Fisk University, Hampton University had a connection with Lovedale. As we see in Liberia, Tuskegee, you're gonna have Edward Blyden come over, one of the fathers of Pan-African, learn the blueprint in Tuskegee in Alabama, and then in the 1880s, he's gonna go back and create the first college in Liberia. You feel me? And he grew up in the Jewish Orthodox Church, but when he went to school to learn Arabic so he can go over there and play Muslim, because the first people that Americo-Liberians were Christians. and they were pushing Republic. You know, it's how Democrats and Republicans get there. Just like you had Macaulay take those politics, Democratic and politics to Nigeria, and his family came out of Sierra Leone. They ran Sierra Leone. His mama was Abigail Crowder, daughter to the most famous African missionary, Isaac Crowder, the one who helped create those languages that, you know, a lot of them speak. You know what I'm saying? Today, you did father of Yoruba type of shit. Him, John Rabun, 1832 bars. I told you, boy, one day I'm smarter than you. I'm the best Pan-African teacher it is, nigga, ever. Yeah, he's standing on it. Man, what we doing, man? Big engines, man, not the little ones, man. Nah, but it's all love, man. I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. Anybody out there want to come on the panel? Anybody got any kind of spiel they want to drop, you feel me, on the topic concerning South Africa? And yeah, anybody got something they want to drop on the topic of South Africa, Zulus, and the New Orleans Zulus? Maybe we have some New Orleans people in the building. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got some news we can use. Anybody? I ain't no hoe ass nigga, man. I don't be tripping. Yeah, y'all know I'm the friendly Indian, man. I'm cool with all the Indians. I know if y'all ain't heard, the Moors been trying to come at me, so yeah, y'all gear up. Yeah, I don't think nothing gonna happen though, because they made the phone call today. He said he ain't fighting nobody. He ain't got no problem with nobody. I said, oh, okay. Check it at the door. Yeah, nigga made a diss track on me. I don't know if y'all heard, but it's oh. Damn, how I get it off of here? I'm dropping my little joint. Yeah, so it's a more. I ain't gonna take all his credit from him. You know, he is a credible Moor. You know what I'm saying? In Moorish history, but I ain't no Moor. I'm an Indian, so that shit don't mean nothing to me. That's what they don't get. That's the part they ain't understanding. That shit don't mean nothing to me, nigga. I'm an Indian, homie. We got our own Hall of Fame. We got our own great ones. You dig what I'm saying? It's the real Indian way, man. Stop it. Yeah, he made 2 cups. He made a diss track on me, man. And then talking about, tell him he looking for me, and I end up calling him. He talking about, hey, man, I'm with my daughter right now. Yeah, y'all, hold on, man, for my TikTok family. They probably ain't heard. Yeah, he tried to get down on me, man. Like, what we doing, fam? Now we gonna be disrespectful. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get that. Yeah, so the brother right here, he looking for me, and you know, I better go study everything. Y'all should have heard it. I better go study everything. The boogeyman.
I don't know who the boogeyman is.
Yeah. So if y'all ain't heard this guy, he's been doing this for 30 years. I did a lecture called Debunking the Out of Africa Theory. Y'all can check that out too. I might come on here and play that for y'all, because that's a cold one.
So somebody reached out to him, like I guess like he was supposed to do something. You know how many times somebody didn't call somebody on me? So I guess the homie ain't do his homework. He jumped out there, did a diss track. So I find out. So I call his phone. You ain't gotta look for me, cause I'm looking for you. And I found him. So this me calling him, cause I'm an Indian and we stand on business. Okay, the guy that who you had in your title. Yeah, we need that action, fam. You just dropped the diss track.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Okay. Yeah, I just tried to call Sabir back. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. Who's calling?
The boogeyman.
I don't know who the boogeyman is.
Okay, the guy that who you had in your title. And yeah, the guy you had in your title today.
Call yourself by that though. How did you get this number?
The same people you go through, the people you told me to go through. Yeah, because he was on there talking about, yeah, tell him to go through this person and go through Sinetta, go through King Simon and get a hold of me. I cut out the middleman and I came straight to him. Bro, do you know how much reach I got? I am just like no regular nigga, bro. You know how many people fuck with the kid? Bro, I'm Top Cat. I'm Big T, bro. I've been on. Yeah, nigga. He talking about call this person, call that. I guess we post a 3-way call. Nah, he get a call from some. Yeah, he ain't never seen. And nigga, it's the boogeyman. Yeah, you ain't gotta look for me because I'm gonna come find you.
No, but nobody should have gave you this number.
All right, well then you talk to them. You talk to them about it. You told people you was trying to get in contact with me.
You talking about the system? You talking about the
system?
No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody really gave her my number, so I'm out with my daughter right now. But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm out with my daughter right now. He want to pass. Nah, fuck that, nigga. You just did a diss track and now you riding around with your daughter after you just did a diss track. Like Indians don't spin the block. Nah. Okay, I respect that. I'm not disrespectful. I ain't call you to be disrespectful. I didn't take your video in a disrespectful manner. I'm lying like a motherfucker. But I see he know it. He talking about I'm with my daughter, so that's give me a pass conversation. So now I'm finna finesse him so I can just bring him back so you don't hang up and run. You know, okay, I respect that, you know. And I'm from the South. I'm a Southerner, man. You know, yeah, we had to be respectful. So I respect that, you know. You with your daughter, I give you a pass. I ain't want to be disrespectful, so that's me finessing to stay on the line. But if you want to have a conversation, I really hoping we can do it right now. We got about 400 people listening.
I'm not doing anything. I don't care about 400 people, brother, because I don't care about 400 people when I put my daughter. But
yes, sir, I respect that.
I don't do things anyway. Number one, for free. I only was clarifying some things that I saw that someone sent me. So,
nah. You weren't clarifying nothing. You were calling me a clown. Yeah, you were trying to handle me real rough, and now you ain't. Now all you were doing was just clarifying something, and nah, you finna tell on some. Somebody sent it to me. Nah, somebody put you up to it, huh? Well, they not your friend, nigga, because I'm the boogeyman. Like, you ain't no playing with me like that. I'm square business. I'm by my. And boy, I just love to taste the Moorish blood. Yeah, I'm just say, fam. So I need that.
Your stuff together.
You didn't do too much clarifying though. I wasn't clarified.
You were, because you were pulling stuff off online.
It seemed like he was more concerned with what the chat was saying versus
debunking. Brother, I've been doing this over 30 years, brother. So I can keep us.
So what that mean? You've been doing it over. I hate when they do that. So what? I've been doing it 4.5. So what?
Where's your 30 years of following? Where's your 30 years of following? Why don't you have 30 years of following? Yeah. You've been doing it 30 years. You ought to have thousands of people following you. Where's your 30-year following? Stop talking like y'all really somebody. That means you washed up. You yesterday's paper, homie. Old news. If you've been doing this 30 years and you ain't got 30 years worth of a following, homie, you failed. Can we keep it real? Can we keep it real?
Go watch my video. You actually will see.
I watched the video. They average about
so
2 to 4 views a video. Yeah, I watched it.
Okay.
So you saying you don't get paid? So how much do you want? Since this is a business venture.
Listen, I got you.
So this is a business venture for you. You trying to come up?
Come up, brother. I've been doing this.
So why didn't you say my name, fam? And
that's all I want, man. Fuck all that, nigga. Why you got my name in your mouth, bro? You tripping. Whoever put you up to this don't like you. You tripping. I need that.
They told you.
First of all,
when I say they told you, meaning his chat was telling him, they was like, hey, you sure you want to debate that dude? He's serious. Hey, he's sharp. It was so many different. And for the last 3 days, he been talking about me. Put my names in his title. He been talking about me. And today, Sarnetta called him and said, hey, what's up? Want to get in the ring? Oh, I ain't getting in the ring with him. I ain't fighting. I ain't doing nothing with nobody. And so, yeah, he go to running, and now he talking about put up $3,000.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
I'll be live when I get off of here with my daughter. Okay, so all right.
Yeah, I respect that. I'll play this to you and the baby. Yes, sir. Say, cuz, don't play with me. I don't play with niggas. And he went back and told everybody that I ambushed him. Bro, you did a diss track and went out to Chuck E. Cheese with your daughter. Like, you ain't just up to fire, and you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, I don't know how you used to, who you used to, but soon as I caught wind, I was on his heels. I need that, fam. And now he went back and played victim. He trying to make everybody believe I'm bullying him, but he on there telling everybody, yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you right now, man. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, it's in May? I told y'all think
all this traveling you have. What that?
Not the black native. So if you are
book right here, this is 105. I can say that.
I am, nigga. That's what
you see that? Grandmother too. You want to see my great-great-grandmother?
Yeah, he's talking crazy.
King Simon sent me this. I said some crazy.
So King Simon sent it to him.
It says some crazy.
Let him hate.
I said I'm going to check it out. And
yeah, Chief say let him hate because I can fight.
I already done it.
So many levels of this.
This shit don't mean nothing. This can't help you. Message to the pretendians. We didn't run no live, bro. That was my campaign, nigga. What is you talking about? You're not gonna. You
smoking products, nicotine and tobacco, varieties of nicotine and tobacco.
And then he wiped his nose. Check him out.
That were grown in Mexico. How did they end up in the pyramids?
Yeah, how?
I'll tell you, wow. Let me help you.
You would know, huh, nigga? About you would know about alcohol, firearm, nigga, and tobacco, nigga. Yeah, narcotics and tobacco. You would know.
Yeah,
the Greek historian Herodotus, the Greek father of history, Herodotus, said that Ramses III, the Greek philosopher Herodotus said Ramses III took large.
What do you think about it?
groups of ships out to the open ocean and sea, and he sailed the four corners.
But that nigga hiding giraffe pussy
on the glass.
That nigga hiding giraffe pussy.
Yeah, I'm an Indian homie, but bro,
like, that nigga hiding giraffe
I'm
pussy.
a Bloodlines of the God type of guy, you know. So you can't tell me that because I know that's not a fact. I know why they ran up in Egypt, and the guy you just brought up.
Look at his eyes,
know who
man.
ran in there as
that
well.
Nigga is cooked.
I'm not gonna get no answer because we might have this little Scottish, Irish, Moor listening in, and I mean, goddamn nigga, how many times I gotta DM you, nigga? What's up? Another Moor said something on there. I told him we live.
I'm gonna say it again.
Can I get some wreck today? Any type of wreck.
Herodotus said Ramses III was the captain of a large body of ships that sailed to the four corners of the earth.
Tell him, Umar.
Lord have mercy.
Jesus,
y'all got some problems now.
No, man.
So, y'all got some explaining to do, pretendians. Mm-hmm. Y'all got some explaining to do, pretendians. Here's the other thing. Last thing for the pretendians, and I'm only talking about the pretendians because they done made 1 million clubhouse groups trying to defame the character of the most popular black scholar in the world.
Time out, fam. That's BS. We didn't run no live, bro. That was my campaign, nigga. What is you talking about, nigga?
Well, business. No,
we not sitting around talking about you, nigga. For what? What was you doing? What have you done lately? Nigga, don't nobody want to hear nothing from Umar except we want to see the Fairdale School. That's all people. Anything else you gotta say, Umar, we cool on it.
We just want to see the Fairdale School.
It is people who were children who had hopes to go to your school. And now, nigga, they done graduated out of college. Them niggas done got their masters in college and you still ain't open the goddamn school that they once wanted to attend as a youth. yeah, nigga, the fuck you talking about, nigga? Making group, bro. We ain't, nigga. I think that was my nigga. I ran that motherfucker with an iron fist. We didn't make groups, nigga. They went and got you, just like King Simon tried to go get Sabir Bay. You know how many times somebody done tried to go get somebody for me? Fam, do you know how many times people have went to go try to get somebody for me?
And I sent them back.
And guess what? I am still here.
And they sleeping with the
knockout orders. Mr. Back Pocketing.
They don't know.
We're not gonna ask Umar what's in his coat pocket. Let's walk.
Oh, YouTube already tried it and they failed. Y'all gonna fail. You can't stop this. I keep telling you, this is God-given. This is God-given. Last point for the pretendians.
So TT, for my TT family over here, man. This is the day after they set up a debate for me and Umar, a lady named Dr. Goddess. She ran with like Dr. B and them, Dr. Clark and them. She was in those Afrocentric, those Pan-African movements in the early parts. She personally went and got Umar to come fade with me. I got the tape. I kept all the tapes. Umar came in there and she like, there he go right there. Umar fought a girl that day. And he came online the next day talking about that we can't stop him. But he ain't bring his ass back on my block. He ain't come back to my block. That was last time we seen him over there.
Most Native American tribes, and when I speak of Native American, red tribes, I'm talking about the red man, not the black man. The black man is the original Native American.
Y'all heard the ringtone?
The black man is the original Native American. The red man.
Nah, we heard that phone ring. Y'all remember that song? All his songs about pulling hoes. Watch this.
Man comes later. The black man of Africa is the original Native American. The red man comes later.
Boy,
Native American. The red man
Source
comes
up.
later.
Source up.
The black man of Africa is the original American. Red tribes. I'm talking about the red man, not the black man. The black man is the original Native American.
Y'all remember that song, huh? I'm just trying to get to know you. When the third day of school, nigga. all your ringtones by fucking on somebody else, bitch. I'm just trying to get the. What was the name of that song, y'all? I bet Dosey know it.
The black man is the original Native American. The red man comes later. The black man of Africa is the original Native American. The red man comes later. Here's what you need to understand for all my descendants of red Negroes, non-African Native American Negroes. To my non-African Native American Negroes, I want you to know this so you don't look stupid. Many of the red Native American tribes on the reservations, many of the red Native American tribes on the reservations will not accept you as one of them genetically if you don't have a Native American grandparent. Some of the red tribes require 25% ancestry. What? That means a grandparent must have been a red Native American. I'm gonna say it again. I'm trying to help you so you don't look stupid when y'all go out there. Because y'all being miseducated by these YouTube people. I'm gonna say it again. Many of the Native American tribes
you can't help your damn
will not consider you a descendant of their red nation if you are not 25% Native. That means you have a full-blooded red Native American grandmother or father. Most of you don't have that. Most of you don't have that. Most of you do not have a full-blooded red Native American grandparent.
You right about that.
So you're going to lose.
I appreciate
Number two,
cash up.
Some tribes require that you be 1/16 Native American.
Oh yeah.
That means one of your great-great-grandparents must be a full-blooded red Native American.
Stop while you
because the black Native Americans are Africans. They the originals. The reds are not original. Okay? So you better start putting your family tree together.
Can y'all believe this nigga try to tell us to do genealogy? Go tell them Pan-Africans to do genealogy. Umar, why I got you on tape, that same day I posted, me and you posted got in the ring, you gonna talk about, I even have Native American ancestry. So I got you on that. Umar, yeah, you damn near copped the plea that night. And so you back the next day talking about you trying to help us. Cause a nigga was finna get on your road, nigga on your heels. So you want to be friends. So I want to help y'all. Do your genealogy, fam. That's what we do. We taught everybody genealogy. We taught everybody the importance of doing their genealogy and knowing who they are and where they are in the story of America, homie. You ain't got to do that. It's too late. You running around here with a DNA test. Yeah, you percentage type of niggas.
You better start putting your
man, go on, man, nigga. I wish I would let you nigga come out here and you see that? Don't come try to tell us, bro. Y'all, I'm sick of it, bro. All my little phrases. You know, so many people use my phrases, BCU phrases. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so much game we done gave the people, fam. That's why niggas say I'm the green man. Nigga brought vegetation. Showed these niggas the order, the signs of agriculture. So they don't need me. But Umar, you after all these years, you not finna turn around and come out here. Now Umar teaching genealogy.
Family tree together. Okay?
It's not okay, brother. Man, y'all be cool. We been in here long enough, man. It getting late. Man. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate the people that supported.
Make sure the likes up. Hopefully we over at least 500 likes, man. Shit like this ought to get 500-600. But y'all share the video out, you did. And y'all be cool like y'all be cool. And we gone.
It's real, you acting spend my life with you, won't please you any way I can. I wanna share my world, don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give it all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. Turn me inside out, make my heart beat. Need no one else, you're all I need. Personality, everything you do makes me love everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly, I can't deny. I got a crush on you, and that's true. And I'm digging you, make me feel. You don't really hit me.
It got closer now. You don't know, man. But then you do. Who knew it'd be like this?
Hey.
Usually my exes turn to enemies, but this is different. Cause we done got closer now that you ain't with me. All the love that we had, ain't no way we gon' forget that. And your family, love me like I'm family. You know where you stand with me, so when they ask, tell them right on, right now, on time. Can't say and try. You always been a real one, even though we ain't together. It was real love, and baby, it's still love. I hate that we ain't make it to forever. Probably ain't getting back together, but that don't mean that I can't show better. Yeah, good, but we still good.
Turn up, click up, dog. Turn your bitch up, dog. Turn